Hi everyone, welcome back to Digital Dreambox. Today I'm going to show you a cool and simple way to make some twisted trees in Maya. Let's take a look. So these are the trees we'll be making today. It's actually quite simple, and by the end of this tutorial, you'll have a new process for making great looking twisted trees. So yeah, let's check this one out. Alright, let's start. Go up to your poly modeling shelf and add a cube into the scene. We're going to use this to make the top of our tree, so the foliage. I'm going to press F to frame in on it, and what I want to do is bevel this cube. So let's open up our modeling toolkit. First we need to select the edges. You can go into edge selection from up here. These are your component modes, but I'm going to use the marking menu, so I'm going to hold down the right mouse button and choose edge. Then I'm going to box select the cube and click bevel. Next I want to play with the fraction. You can see as I drag this, it's a little bit fast. How fast it's going through that. So I can hold down control and drag to make it a little more precise. What I want to do though is we're going to be smoothing out this cube, and I want to see what it looks like smoothed out. So I can press 3, that enters smooth preview. And now that I play with the fraction, we can see that we can get the look we want, right? And what I'm going to do is just bring this down and stop once I get essentially the look I want. I'm going to stop at 0.27. And now let's press 1 on the keyboard again. That was just a preview. Let's go into object mode. Again, you can use this icon up here, but I'm going to use the marking menu. I'm going to hold down the right mouse button, choose object, select my cube, and click smooth. I'm going to change the divisions to 2. There we go. All right, so here's our cube. What I want to do is maybe scale it up a bit. And I want to move one of these corners. Sorry, I want to rotate it so that one of these corners is pointing up. To do that, let's go to our channel box, and I'm going to rotate 45 degrees in the X and 45 in the Z. There we go. Right. And now it's rotated. Let's delete the history and freeze these transformations. So we'll go delete history, freeze transformations, and then now our cube is ready to be twisted. So Maya has some deformers that helps us do this. So select your cube, go to the Deform tab. Down here we have something called nonlinear. These will be your nonlinear deformers. Down here you have something called twist. Select this one. You get a twist handle, and you can actually change it from within the channel box, but it's actually easier to change it from the attribute editor. Here on the twist input, you have some sliders, so you can change either the start angle or the end angle, and you can also change the low and the high bounds as well. Right? If you choose to, you can also choose you can change it from the twist handle. So select your handle, press T on the keyboard, you'll get this inner circle, and if you click on this and drag, you can twist it this way as well. Right? Just another option for you. I think that looks pretty nice. Maybe I'll play with the high and the low bounds as well. To change it, the high and the low bounds, click on the center of the inner circle and just move it up and down. There you go. And I probably will adjust the low bounds a little bit. All right, I think that looks pretty nice. I want to give it just a little more of a twist. There we go. Now let's select our cube. Let's delete that history. We don't need that twist history anymore. And now let's make this low poly. So we're going to go up to the mesh tab. First, we'll triangulate it. Then we're going to go to mesh display, harden those edges, and then go back to mesh and reduce. And now we just need to play with this percentage slider and stop once we get the look we want. And I'm going to go with probably something like this, just to keep it simple, but you'll stop where you like your look, right? Now let's select our cube. What I want to do is maybe give this a color. So I'm going to select it, hold down the right mouse button, and assign new material. And I'm going to give it a Lambert. And I'm just going to make this greenish. So something here is fine. There we go. And I'm going to just bring this up. And now let's give our tree foliage a tree trunk. So to give it a tree trunk, let's just move it up a bit more. I'm going to add a cylinder into the scene. And with this one, the first thing I want to do is move this pivot to the bottom. So I'm going to hold down D, then V. This allows me to snap the pivot to the bottom by dragging that arrow. And now if I let go and hold down X and drag this arrow back up, I can snap it to the grid. Birds are on my balcony again, sorry about that. And now I'm going to press T on the keyboard to bring up the polycylinder window again. I'm going to change the subdivision axis to 6. I'm going to change the height as well, make this 4, And for caps, I'm gonna make this 0. We'll be deleting the top and bottom faces anyhow, so the caps don't really matter. I'm gonna press R to go to my scale tool. And now if I scale it, it just scales in one direction. Perfect. And I can scale it down and scale it up a bit more. Right. I think that looks pretty good. What I want to do with this though is just deform this a little bit because it's a little too rigid. So to do that, I can use one of the deformers. So go back to your Deform tab, first select it, go to your Deform tab and choose a soft modification tool. And how this tool works is it has a fall off that you can adjust. So if you hold down B on the keyboard and the left mouse button, you can increase or decrease that fall off. And what I'm going to do is just scale it. So to scale it, you can press R to go to your scale tool, or you can click on one of these boxes and scale it this way as well. There we go. I can just move that a little bit. I'm not going to do too much. I'm actually probably just going to leave that alone, maybe play with one more point. So to if you still have your tool selected, just click on another point. And again, you can adjust that fall off. And you can either scale it or move it. So I'm just going to move it a little bit just to create a bit of variation. There you go. And I think that looks totally fine. Now what I'm going to do is press Q to go to my select tool. I'm going to select this. I'm going to go into face mode. So I'm going to use that marking menu, holding down the right mouse button. I'm going to select the top face. Hold down Shift, select the bottom. I'm going to delete those. I don't need them. And then let's go back into object mode. Let's select this and delete that history. Perfect. Now let's give this a bit of color. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to hold down the right mouse button, choose Assign New Material. I'm going to give it a Lambert, and I'm going to make this just like an orange, maybe beige color. All right, I think that'll do. Maybe a bit more saturation. There we go. And now with this, what I'm going to do is just scale up the foliage until it feels like it's has a good proportion with this. All right, I think that looks pretty nice. I'll make this just a tad thinner. Right, I think that looks pretty nice. And the nice thing about this foliage, this twisted form, is it's pretty abstract. So let's select both of these. And I'm gonna press Ctrl D to duplicate it. I'm gonna move a copy over here. And then I'm gonna press Ctrl D again to duplicate it and move a copy over here. And with this one, what I can do is just change it a bit. So with this one, I'm just gonna scale it down a bit, maybe rotate it. And then I'm gonna bring this down. And we have almost a second tree, just like that. And it looks pretty interesting. And with this one, I'll leave it. Maybe I'll make the tree trunk for this one just a little bit thinner. All right. Actually, I probably should have left it. I'll go with this. And then with this one, I'll scale this one just in one direction. And we'll make this one of those more taller style trees. And with this one, I will make the tree trunk a little bit more narrow. And there we go. So without much time, we have 3 trees. And we can always just go in and maybe like move some of the vertices around and such. Like this one, maybe I'll go into vertex mode. Grab these vertices. I'm gonna press B on the keyboard to go to soft select. And then I can just move this up. It gives me a bit of a fall off. There you go. Like that better. And there we go, 3 twisted trees for you. All right, let's do a quick recap. We learned that the starting shape really defines our twisted tree. We learned how to use the twist deformer, as well as manipulating it from the tool handle itself. And then finally, we learned how to give it that great low poly look. And there you go. Now you have a process for making some twisted trees for your own projects. That wraps it up for this one, so we'll see you in the next. This has been Digital Dreambox, your destination for game art.